Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. I'm Eric, and on today's show we're going to do a product test review on the Shefko Fire Starters. As we know, whenever you want to start a fire or barbecue, there's different products on the market to help you, eliminate the use of kindling or using gasoline or other flammable things to start your charcoal or your fire. And today I'm going to put this to the test because they say you don't need paper and you definitely don't need kindling, and you can start a roaring fire with one of their bricks or even a fraction of a brick. So I want you to join me today as I do a test starting some briquettes and also some log fire, as in starting a campfire, on Amy Learns to Cook. I want to thank Shefko for the opportunity to do a test and review on their product. They provide it at no cost to us for an honest review. And since we do like camping and starting campfires, and if any of you viewers have known me very long, you know I can have some serious fires. So I just want to see what kind of product this really is, because there are so many products out in the market. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's good, what's bad. And these are definitely starters. They're not logs. So it's not like Duraflame where this by itself will be your fire. This is to help start firewood. Or if you're going to do briquettes for a barbecue, this will help you with your grill. Now let's get starting a fire. Okay, these are the Shefko EasyFires. They're good for barbecues, wood and pellet stoves, fireplaces, campfire, survival kits. The box comes with 36 EasyFires, but you can break them up, and if you have small fires or your wood is exceptionally dry, you can break them in small pieces, and you can get as much as 144 easy starts. Each of these EasyFires are about 4 inches across and almost 1 inch thick. They're also scored in quarters, so that way if you don't want to start a whole one of these on your fire, you can just go ahead and take a knife and kind of score it a little deeper, or you can just go ahead and break them. They break pretty easy, but they also crumble a little bit. The directions are pretty simple. Remove the plastic, put this near your wood, light it on a couple of sides, and within a couple of minutes it's somewhere around 1,000 degrees, and if you run a whole EasyFire, it'll last around 30 minutes. If you break these into smaller chunks, it should burn for less. But since we're using it to just start the fire, and especially small fires, we're going to try it today with just using a small piece. So for today's test, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and light up some Kingsford with this. We're not going to use paper. We're not going to use any kind of lighter fluid. We're not using a chimney. We're just going to go ahead and use this and see how it works. So what I do is I just went ahead and scored this a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and break this guy up. We're going to go ahead and bury this guy in the middle of the charcoal a little bit. Now this is made using cedar sawdust or wood shavings with some highly refined wax, so it should be safe for food purposes, and then of course it's going to be great for just using it in your fireplace or any kind of a campfire. And normally it takes me, using a chimney, a good 15 or 20 minutes to get a pile of charcoal all ashed over and stuff. The problem is we have a large swirling wind today that would really give a challenge to any fire trying to be started, unless you're in a protected area. As you can see, we moved a little bit of the charcoal around to protect the fire starter from getting wind directly on it. The flames do go up about maybe a foot or so, and they're dancing around, and we are getting light ashing on some of the briquettes near it. And then sometimes the fire does smolder a little bit if the wind gives it a direct, problem. But overall, it is working. And even if this was a different product, I think it would also have issues with it. So It's probably another 15 to 20 minutes maybe, and then these briquettes should be good enough to use. So now that the charcoal has been going for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes now, I think it's safe to spread them out and have the grill ready to start cooking something. For the other part of our test, we have a log split up into a couple pieces, and I'm just going to go ahead and take one of these quarter piece sizes and just put it down in the middle here somewhere where it can catch on several pieces of wood. And that's all we're really going to do and see what happens, right? So let's go ahead and light up on one side. See how it lights up on another side. Start this side up again. It's kind of windy, so it's giving us a little bit of troubles. And it looks like it's done pretty good. And we'll see what happens. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes, and it looks like the fire starter is kind of waning a little bit. The wind is giving it a pretty good challenge. Also, our fire pit is a little deep, so unless the flame can go straight up to catch the different woods, it's not really going to catch very well. So for this particular test, it's not doing too well, but that's also because of the conditions. So that just means all conditions are not equal, right? So let's go ahead and give it some friends to see. And I'm going to put some up here. Put the lid back on, right, for safety. This is a hardwood that we're burning. I'm not sure if it's oak or something else, but it's definitely not like a softwood like a pine where you'd expect like a ton of smoke out of it, a lot of resin and just being nasty and burning in like 2 seconds. So this will burn probably good for a couple of hours. And it looks like for about the last maybe 10 minutes, this has been burning about the same rate. So it looks like the fire starters are definitely doing their job here. So I would definitely say that this passed the test. Now it took a little bit more because of the wind, and then plus we have a deep fire pit, and maybe if I had the wood a little closer, there'd be more points to ignite, but I think for the most part, it's done a pretty good job. Too bad Amy's not out here, right? Because I just know how much she loves campfires and stuff. Hey, boo! Got a fire going. So the Shefko definitely gets my thumbs up. This fire's been going for about 35 minutes, almost 40 minutes now, and it's just going fabulous. It's nice out here, it's a little windy, but it's all good, right? In this case, got a little campfire in our backyard here. I guess I should get Amy out here because she'd probably like to be out here, right? So I definitely give the Shefko thumbs up here. It did great on the Weber with the Kingsford, and then out here it only struggled a little bit because the fire pit is kind of deep and I didn't obviously have a ton of wood in there, and the wind was just making it dance. Once I added a few more of those quarters to it, so I only used a total of 1 of those rounds. I used a little piece for the Weber, and then I used the remaining in here, and it did a great job. I suppose if you got twigs and stuff, you can get a bigger fire, you know, faster, or if you really know how to build a fire and everything. But for the average person who just wants to go ahead and just put a log or two in a fireplace, throw one of these rounds in there, or if your wood is really, you know, dry and explosive and stuff, break it up into little pieces and it should light no problem. So I think it's a pretty good product. So Thank you, Shefko, for the opportunity to do this product review. I think it did a wonderful job. If you like this video, please subscribe below and give us a thumbs up and a like. And please visit our website, Amy Learns to Cook. You can also visit us at Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook.